Our studio audience was told that the red band on Square One's unmanned rocket, the SS Mindbender, is covered by 276 marshmallows. These are all marshmallows. What we want to know is, how many marshmallows cover the entire rocket? I'm Arthur Howard, and this is my co-host and favorite terrestrial, Louisa Lachine.
Hi, Arthur. You're my favorite, too. Hi, everybody, and welcome to... What a great group. Now, the member of our audience who came closest to the number of marshmallows on our unmanned rocket
Who is it?
is, are you ready for this? Ricky Shottelal.
Come on down. He's our studio challenger.
That's right.
Congratulations.
X-7.
Now, everybody, hurry and estimate the number of marshmallows on this unmanned rocket, because it's going to blast off, orbit the sun, get itself toasted, and come back to our studio.
X-2, X-1. Gentlemen, we have liftoff.
Looks like the perigee was a little close to the sun. Back to square one. The number of marshmallows on the rocket was 2,160.
Oh, boy. Well, congratulations, Ricky. And I mispronounced your last name. How do you pronounce it?
Ricky Titolo.
Okay.
Welcome, Ricky.
Ricky, let's meet our other two contestants who are going to give us a great fight here. We have here.
Geffen Goder.
Hi, Geffen.
Hi. And here?
Adrian Florence.
Terrific.
Welcome and good luck.
Yes, welcome all three of you to Close Call. Now, as you know, we are awarding you points based on how close your estimate was to the number of marshmallows on our unmanned rocket. So, Geffen, you had estimated 2,095 marshmallows. That gives you 40 points.
Congratulations.
That's excellent. Adrian, you estimated 2,400 marshmallows. That also starts you off with 40 points. Excellent as well. And Ricky, you estimated 2,208 marshmallows for 40 points. We're starting off our first round with a tied game.
Congratulations, all. It's a great game. Okay, are we ready for the second round? Ready? Good.
Good luck, everybody.
Doors, please. This famous artist is James Hummer, and he has just finished a picture of his mom. Hi, Mom. Yo, yo. Its area is a little bit more than 1 square foot. What we want you to estimate is, what is the area in square feet of the larger painting James is just beginning?
James Hummer, how many times have I told you? Don't write on the wall.
Thanks, James. Thanks, Mom. And the rest of you, think about it. Remember, the small painting is a little bit more than 1 square foot. How large, in square feet, is the larger painting?
Write your answers down. Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Pencils down. Now, Geffen, how many square feet did you estimate?
35.
35 square feet, Geffen says. All right, Adrian?
I estimated 90 square feet.
90 square feet. All right, Ricky?
90 square feet.
Oh, 90 square feet as well. All right. Well, Arthur?
Well, the area in square feet, of course, of the painting is in our estimatometer. Now, everybody, I want you to call out where you think the estimatometer will stop. Okay? Let's go. Okay, the area of the larger work is 85.3 square feet.
Well, let's see how we did. Now, Geffen, you had estimated 35 square feet. That wasn't close enough to give you any points, but you still have 40, and there's plenty of game to go.
You're on the board.
Adrian, you estimated 90 square feet. That was good for 45 points, added to the
Very
40
good.
you already had for a total of 85. Excellent. Ricky, you estimated 90 square feet. That was also good for 45 points, added to the 40 you already had for a total of 85 also. So you two are in a tie going
But
to our
anyone
third
could
round.
win.
Absolutely. This will decide the game.
Okay, let's see how they do for this third question. This is a video question, so keep your eyes glued to the monitor. This is a sign in a baseball park. The tip of this player's nose is made up of 99 light bulbs. What we want you to estimate is how many lights create his entire face. You estimators here and at home, think about it. 99 light bulbs in the tip of his nose. How many in the whole face?
Write your answers down. All right. Now, Geffen, how many light bulbs did you estimate?
9,100,000.
Okay, 9,100,000 light
Okay.
bulbs. Adrian,
I only estimated 100,000 light bulbs.
100,000 light bulbs.
Okay.
All right, Adrian. And Ricky
9,000.
estimated 9,000 light bulbs.
Okay. The number of lights in the player's face is 72,000. 72,000 light bulbs.
Well, let's recap here. Now, Geffen, you estimated 9,100,000. You were a little high, but you end the game with 40 points. Congratulations. Adrian, you estimated 100,000 light bulbs. That's good for 30 points, added to the 85 you already had for a total of 115 points.
Great.
And Ricky, you had estimated 9,000 light bulbs. That gives you 15 points, added to the 85 you already had for a total of 100. Adrian, you're the winner right now.
Our champion wins this beautiful Square One TV jacket. You'll be the envy of your friends who will ask to borrow it to go estimating in. And the sound machine. Take your sound with you wherever you go with the portable stereo sound machine. Our runners-up win 2 Square One watches. The watch you can say anything about because they're shock resistant and an original Dort's note holder. You've got to behold it to believe it. Hey, it was a great game. That's it for Close Call. See you next time.
Thank you.
Very good.
This is the Michigan Stadium, the largest college-owned football edifice in the world. On autumn Saturday afternoons, 101,701 fans gather here to cheer on their team. When the stadium is empty and just to keep busy, a lone cheerleader places one hamburger with everything in the corner of the end zone. Do you know how many hamburgers with everything it would take to fill the Michigan Stadium to the top?
Yes, it would take about 3,700,000,000 hamburgers to fill the Michigan Stadium.
Is this order to go?
That was amazing.
Great. Oh, I have something a little something special for you. This is a bird in a cage. You can touch it, and you see, you put your hand right up on the cage. And no, your hand, the whole flat of your hand, right up on your hand on top of the cage, your other hand on the back of the cage, your other hand on the front of the cage. And then quickly, it disappears like that. So I thought you'd like that. I have something else for you.
I have to recover first.
Oh, that's okay. Here's a prediction. A prediction. I want you to hold on to this just like that.
Okay.
And that prediction plays an important part in what we're about to do right over here.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to ask you, first of all, Larry, to write down any 3-digit number with 3 different digits. Okay. Here, use my pen. And write it down across there and big enough for everybody to read. Okay. In the meantime, I have a dollar bill right here. And I want to show you an interesting kind of puzzle. Notice the picture of Mr. Washington, our first president. Now, if I wanted Mr. Washington to stand on his head, as he no doubt would if he were around today, I could do it that way. Yeah, that's the easy way, but that's no puzzle. Watch this. Now, I'm just going to fold this in half. Now, I haven't turned it over, have I?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to fold it one more time, like that. I haven't turned it over.
No.
Okay, fold it one more time, like that. See, I haven't turned it over, have I?
No.
Not yet.
Okay, let me open it up one more time and show you what has happened. And undo it like that, and now he's standing. Now that's something for you to puzzle over.
Yeah.
Have you written down that 3-digit number?
Yes.
Okay. Now what I want you to do is to reverse that number and put the smaller below the larger.
All right.
And subtract. So you have written down 642. Reverse it, 246, and you come up with 396.
Right.
Now, with 396, you reverse that and add them together.
Okay.
And what the answer will be is what I have predicted in your hand. $1,089. Would you open that up and let's see if I was correct in our prediction?
Oh, see.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
No, wait a minute. Would you do me a favor, if you would, Cynthia? Just fold it in half.
Excuse me. We're ready for you now, Mr. Blackstone.
Oh, I'll be right there, Reggie. Fold that in half. That's it. Now fold it in half again. That's it. Now fold this one more time, and then we do the mumbo jumbo and open it right up again. That's it. And what was your number? 1,089. And you have 1,089.
That's great.
Now you can do this too. Very simply, take any 3-digit number with 3 different digits. 642. Reverse that number. 246. Can be any numbers. Whatever number you end up with here, you will reverse that. 693, and you will always come up with 1,089. You try it. I have to run.
Okay.
Think about that.
So I'm in their boardroom.
Yeah?
Me and about 7 or 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I figure if they're this interested, the deal's gotta go today.
Right.
Then all of a sudden they start to talk technical, like they're trying to confuse me.
Of course.
They bring up billing efficiency data links, customer designated pickup points, cost increase ratios, all this stuff.
Yeah, so?
I just sit back and wait for the right moment. When I get it, I pick up my pencil and say, all right, just what is it we're talking about? Then there's silence. Finally, one of them says, okay, here's what we want to know. If we were to add more drops to your line, and the revenue from each unit were to increase by 1/5,
Okay.
how much new revenue would you bring in each day from 43 new drops? So I think about it. I know that the revenue from one unit is 25 cents, so I do a quick little calculation. 1/5 of 0.25 is 0.05. Add that to 0.25 and you have
0.30.
Right, and 0.30 times 43 gives me my answer.
Great.
So I just look at them and say, $12.90. And they look at me like, how'd she do that without a computer? They say, $12.90. I say, $12.90. Then I say, ladies and gentlemen, you know where to reach me. And I leave.
Wow. Do you think they'll add the 43 new houses to your paper route?
I think they will. Maybe I'll let it ring a couple more times. Hello? Yes? This is she. Uh-huh. Yeah? Sure, let's talk.
Square One TV's roving reporter asks another question of the person on the street. Today's question: if you walk 1,000 feet, you'll go about 4 city blocks. How far will you go if you walk 1 million feet?
Let's say you walk about 50 miles.
40 miles. 4 miles.
2 miles. You'll go about 190 miles, or across the state of Illinois.
Okay, I got that one wrong.
How far will you go if you walk 1 billion feet?
Really far away. 100,000 miles.
70,000 miles?
1,000 times the million. And whatever that's equivalent to, I don't know. I forgot it to begin with.
You'll go about 190,000 miles, or about 8 times around the Earth at the equator.
It's too early in the morning for that there. A billion, 1,000.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Monday, 3:43 p.m., and pre-Christmas sales had bargain-hunting New York shoppers drooling. Even though Christmas was months away, it was not a pretty sight along Fifth Avenue. I was working the day watch out of Mathnet. My partner is George Franklin. The captain is Joe Greco. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. It isn't every day that someone can do something about the weather, but we were just about to be able to. But, well, we decided to look at a few scenes from earlier episodes so we could keep our facts in order. Our government, along with an inventor named Spiro Gearloose, felt they had come up with a phenomenal idea.
Imagine what it would be like if we could put a big electronic dome all around the Earth.
A big dome?
All around the Earth?
Doesn't that sound super duper?
We were told that through this dome we
have developed a way to control weather throughout the world. Don't you see what a boon to mankind this is?
Of course we could. If man could control weather, we would never again have to deal with floods and famines and blizzards and dust bowls. Never again have to listen to a TV weather person give us misinformation. But then, just as this newest miracle was about to be unveiled in the form of the Z-13...
Where's the plane?
It's been plane napped.
Through Mathnet precise investigation, we learned that someone had forged documents, invaded the private sanctums of our airbase, and stolen the SWI plane, the Z-13. Using mathematics, estimation, and plenty of common sense, we were sure the plane was aboard a truck and somewhere within this vicinity. We put out an APB to all law enforcement agencies within the area to stop all unmarked 18-wheel vehicles and search them. But then we played What If, and George said,
What if I decide to launch the plane?
But what if I can't get an airport to let me use a runway?
What if we think of another place to launch the plane from? Like...
I see, yeah. What if it takes off from a deserted stretch of highway?
Is there any deserted highway in this area?
Sure, there's always some road construction going on someplace.
We put out further checks looking for its location, but then that seemed less important when we got a chilling phone call.
That's what those hoses and compressors were controlling at the hangar. The loss of the coolant will cause the system to explode.
Sir, was the Z-13 fueled with rocket propellant?
To the gills!
So an explosion on board the plane
will ignite the fuel.
And the result is?
Kaboom!
This was a tough one. Perhaps the toughest case we'd ever had to solve. We were trying everything we knew to locate that truck with a Z-13 on it, but no luck. We had to keep going and going fast because, well, kaboom. Any luck with the airports?
Nothing so far.
I checked all highway patrols. They've spotted and stopped 71 vehicles.
What did they find?
71 angry drivers. No one was carrying anything that resembled a plane in the cargo bay.
Yes, Clarence. Oh, send him in. Spiro Gearloose is here, Kate.
I asked him to come down. Figured he might be able to remember something about the plane that might help.
Good day to each of you.
Hi, Mr. Gearloose.
Call me Spiro. Oh, my mother sent some cookies.
That's nice. Spiro. We've determined that the Z-13 is somewhere within this circle.
It's quite a bit of land, isn't it?
Yes, and it's densely populated. If the Z-13 were to blow up,
it would be a mess.
Do you have any idea how long this warm-up effect will take?
You mean how long it will take before...
Yes.
Yes, 36 hours.
That's only a day and a half.
It's already been nearly 10 hours, so that leaves us a little more than a day.
We've got to locate that truck, but how?
What if I turn on its radio?
What if you what?
Turn on the plane's radio. I have a remote control mechanism.
You mean you can activate the radio? Can you do anything else remotely?
Not until it's airborne. Then I can fly it with my joystick. Oh, it should be great fun.
You say you can activate its radio. That would mean it could transmit a signal?
That's right.
And we can track the signal and it will lead us directly to the plane?
I do believe that's what could happen.
Do you have the controls with you, Spiro?
Get cracking, Mr. G. Get cracking. Put it on the table.
Mathnet, frankly. Look, buddy. We're in the middle of solving a very important case, so knock it off with the crank calls, okay?
Who's that?
Some nut. How long will it take you to activate a directional signal, Spiro?
Not too long. I just need to check out some of the connections.
Mathnet, frankly. Look smart, guy. I don't... Oh. Oh. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? I see, sir. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. We'll keep you posted, sir.
George? George? Who was that?
It was the crank caller again, only it wasn't a crank call. It was the president.
The president of what?
The president of us.
Why was he calling you? You didn't even vote for him.
Our government has been contacted by an organization called the Conspiracy of Anarchists, Robbers, Tough Guys, Evildoers, and Loonies.
Who?
Cartel.
You've heard of them?
An international group which sells weapons for those who make war.
They've got the Z-13, and they're going to sell it.
To who?
Whom? To the highest bidder. They've already approached the superpowers, and they're in the process of reaching the rest of the first world countries, the second world countries, and the third world countries.
We've got to contact Cartel immediately and tell them they've got a gigantic lethal weapon that's about to blow up.
I bet they don't believe you.
We've got to make them believe us. We've only got 26 hours.
The president gave me their phone contact. It's an 800 number. No toll.
What's this? There's another number.
The other one is the president's answering service.
Hello? This is Kate Mundy. Is this Cartel? I have some disturbing news to tell you. The plane you are holding ransom is going to blow up in a matter of hours. I'm deadly serious, and if you don't listen, they're laughing.
They've got to believe.
Listen here, Cartel. If you don't return that plane...
What?
You put me on hold. They're playing recorded dental music.
Ha! I'm getting a signal from the plane.
What are you learning, Spiro?
This is the direction finder. It points the radio signals from the plane. It reads 13 degrees east of north, so we can plot that information on your map.
We need a north-south line through our Mathnet headquarters on the map. So, I'll draw a line parallel to this north-south line. We need to come east 13 degrees, right there. Now we complete the 13-degree angle.
And we know the plane is somewhere along here. We can't check out every possible storage place along the line.
We'll triangulate.
We'll need more information.
Yes, we'll need at least one more reading of the directional finder from a different location. We could get a good reading from here. Let's roll.
Roll?
That means let's go.
We decided to drive out of the city to get a second radio fix.
Sloatsburg. We made it.
Here it is on the map. Any luck, Professor?
Yes. Won't be long now. Oh, it's a fader signal.
Is that because of the distance we are from the plane?
Possibly. Could be atmospheric. Could be interference from the terrain. But we've got it!
What's the reading, Spiro?
52 degrees to the east of north.
I'll draw an angle of 52 degrees. And where this line
Intersects our first bearing line.
is where the Z-13 is being held captive.
Looks like it's near a dumpy little town called Nouveau Riche.
Can you get us there, Benny?
I don't know. I've never been that far out of New York City before.
Think of it as an adventure.
We ought to be able to get there in an hour or so. Hold on.
What will you do when you get to the plane? Cartel will probably have it heavily guarded.
We'll make that judgment when we get there and assess the situation. We can always call for heavy backup. Through the diligent use of triangulation, we were about to close in on the Z-13, capture the members of cartel, and save the free world from chaos and destruction. It had been a full day's work. We were in the area where our directional lines intersected. Now we had to find the plane.
What's this?
Looks like they're doing road work.
Or they were. No one is around now.
Maybe they ran out of dough. What shall I do?
Let's go on.
Look!
But it was here, look.
They disconnected the radio and left it in the truck. But where's the plane?
Could be just about anywhere.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. For a complete